Creating confidence and knowing your worth, and how knowing your self-worth is directly connected to creating your confidence. A little mini training talk here. So if you can, always have to do this, if you can hear me, if you can see me okay, please drop like a hello or a smiley face or something like that so I can make sure my audio and everything is good to go. And then we'll just kind of dive right in. Happy Tuesday. I'm still in America. For any of you following my stories, I was supposed to fly home to Holland on Sunday, and unfortunately ran into some problems with Delta and my proving that I'm a resident in Holland. Ended up being able to prove it, so I will be allowed back in the country, back in Holland, to see my husband, which is really nice because I miss him. But okay, good. I'm seeing that you guys can hear and see me. Great. So anyways, I am in America still. I'll be here until the 17th, which I'm viewing as a positive thing now, rather than to feel like, sit in my sorrow and sadness for not being able to get home and see my husband. Rather, I have a really busy work week, including these live mini trainings and my free challenge this week. So I'm looking at it as a positive thing, a time for me to just spend more time with my parents and kind of soak up time. All right, so looks like that we are good in my private Facebook group and on Instagram. So I'm just going to go ahead and dive into this mini training that is all about creating confidence and knowing your self-worth, and how really connecting to your self-worth can in turn create more confidence within you. And this is something that I think a lot of people struggle with, because for multiple reasons. So as I'm talking about this, please drop in the comments any questions that you have, and if you relate to what I'm saying. So let's just talk about confidence in general. There is a difference between being confident in something and having self-confidence in your life in general. And this is a distinction I've talked about a lot, but I'm going to say it again because a lot of people don't actually realize the difference between confidence and self-confidence. So when you're confident in something, most of the time so think of something you're confident in, right? Like, are you confident in brushing your teeth? Are you confident in pouring a glass of water? Are you confident in your email correspondence with work? Are you confident as a mother? Are you confident in riding a bike? Whatever it is. Why are you confident in that? A lot of reasons why you're confident in that is because you've done it so many times that you've proven to yourself that you're good at it, right? I know how to do this. I could do it blindfolded. I could do it backwards. I've just done this so many times in my life that it comes easily. It's like now a natural thing that I do. So that's one reason why we feel confident in certain areas or certain things that we do in our life, right? Now, another reason why we feel confidence in whatever it is you feel confident in is because we've been validated externally. So how many times, I want you to think of something you truly feel confident in. And again, it can be something as simple as brushing your teeth, or as big as like, public speaking or writing a book, or, presentations at work. So what's something that and I would love to see this in the comments, what's something that you're truly, truly confident in, that you really feel a confidence about? And notice if your mind goes blank and you're like, shit, I guess I'm not that confident. I can't even think of one thing that I'm confident in. I guarantee all of you are pretty confident in walking, or, brushing your teeth, or taking a shower. Again, you can break it down simply. But maybe something else what is something that somebody's told you throughout your life that you feel confident in? So some of the examples that some of my clients will give me sometimes, one recently is, they were always told growing up how beautiful they were, how pretty they were, right? You're so pretty. You're such a pretty girl. You're so beautiful, and a lot of times that we build like that belief in ourselves, or that confidence in our looks, because everybody tells us we're pretty, everybody tells us we're beautiful, or everybody tells us we're good at something. And so now here's the tricky thing. Oftentimes we get dependent upon getting that external validation in order to feel confident about ourselves, whether it be our looks, whether it be in our what we do for our livelihood, in our relationships, right? We become dependent on external validation, external circumstances in order to feel good about ourselves, in order to feel confident. And none of those things have to be bad, right? We don't have to say, oh, it's not bad that you enjoy when your husband or wife or friend calls you beautiful or says you're good at something or says you're talented. Soak that shit up. That's great, right? And it's okay to believe you're good at something because you've done it so many times that you really truly feel confidence. That is actually a way to build confidence, right? You do it until it becomes something that comes more naturally to you. So those things are okay. But here's the difference. You don't want to be dependent upon all this external validation, having to have done something so many times in order to believe in yourself, in order to have confidence. Because if you do that, then that's when we get stuck. That's when circumstances change or new challenges come and we have zero belief in ourselves. That is the difference between confidence and self-confidence. Self-confidence is believing in yourself ahead of time. I've never done this before, but I know I can figure it out. I know it's possible for me. I know I have the resources. I know the answers are coming to me. I know that if I put my mind to it, it is 100% possible that I can have everything that I want, or I can achieve this, or I can write that book, or I can find that love, or I can lose this weight, or I can, start that new career, or I can have that conversation with the person I've been avoiding, right? I believe in myself. I know it's possible for me. And many of my clients, most of my clients come to me and they do not have that belief ahead of time, which is something I really, really help my clients get to that place where they can. But this is where the self-worth really ties in, because one of the first things I do with all of my clients in the very beginning is to get them to a point where they understand and really start to feel their undeniable worthiness. And this is something, so any of you, right, who has children or who has a niece or nephew in your life, or a little cousin, or just a little beautiful child in your life that you can think of, I want you to think of that person, that little child. Do you believe that they're worthy, that they're enough, that they deserve happiness and they deserve love, and that they're, capable of growing up to achieve what they want, and that they deserve all those things, right? And that they shouldn't tell themselves, you're not good enough. You can't do that. There's no way that's possible for you. You don't believe that for your daughter or your son or your niece or nephew or your grandchild, right? No, of course not. You're looking at this beautiful little soul. And I want you to imagine all those thoughts you tell yourself about yourself. There's no way this is possible for me. I'm not good enough. I've never done this before. It's just not in the cards for me. I'm not talented in that area. I don't deserve to be loved. I've had so many bad relationships. It must be me. There must be something wrong with me. And I'm not as pretty as her. I'll never have that body. I'll never look like that. I'll never believe I'm beautiful. I'm all right. Insert all of those thoughts into the mind of your child. The mind of that little child you're thinking of that you love. Imagine them looking in the mirror. 6 years old, 12 years old, and they're telling themselves all the shit you tell yourself. I'm not good enough. It's just not, sometimes we do it innocently, right? It's just not for me. I just can't do that. It's okay. Like, I'm just not good. I'm just not that pretty, but it's okay. Looks aren't everything, which looks aren't everything, but you don't need to tell yourself that shit because it doesn't feel good. It's not positive. And yet we do it to ourselves all the time. But then when we imagine doing it for a little child or a little innocent life that we love, We do not want to insert those thoughts into their little brain. We don't want them to form that way. But yet it's okay and super believable for us to do it for ourselves. And that normally hits home for a lot of my clients because I coach a lot of mamas, and oftentimes they come to tears because they totally believe that little life is worthy and loved. And like they want all their dreams to come true, and they want them to believe in themselves and love themselves, and they want to save them from suffering and pain, which, by the way, you can't do. Everybody has to go through their own life experiences, which we learn and grow from. But why do we do it to ourselves? And so when you really start to like viscerally feel connected to your self-worth, your undeniable worth, confidence ensues. You this natural belief in yourself comes from that trust that you're undeniably worthy, that God has made all of us worthy and loved and whole. We just have this little human mind that we don't really know how to manage, and we don't really know how to control. And when we really allow these unserving thoughts to come in and form these really solid belief systems that are hard to break through. And when we can learn to uncover those belief systems and those thoughts that circle over and over in our head that really deplete our confidence and deplete our self-worth, that's awareness, right? That's stepping into this place that you can totally see and be like, wow, I see where my brain's taking me. I see why I feel insecure in this area because I'm telling myself this story. No wonder I lack confidence in my looks, in my body, in my skill set, in my job, in my relationship, in my goals, and the possibilities for me. No wonder I don't have confidence. No wonder I feel insecure. Look where all of this is coming from. And I'm judging it, and I'm repeating it, and I'm just believing that it's totally true. And wow, look at the areas that I do feel a little bit of confidence, and it only comes from because everybody's told me that. Wow, I'm super dependent upon what other people think and what other people say. I'm super dependent upon my past, and I'm living from my past rather than living from my future. Now, these are the conversations that I have in my head that you all might not have asked yourself these questions. Because why would you? They've never been placed in front of you, but I'm asking you now, right? Get curious about this. Get lovingly curious about this. Don't get judgmental about this. This is another place that really depletes people's confidence and their self-worth is they place so much freaking judgment on themselves that there's no place to learn and grow, right? You think you know your problems and you know what's wrong with you. And you're like, you're pointing it out all the time. I know what the problem is. I know what's wrong with me. I know I'm not confident here. I know I'm treated this way. I know I don't deserve this. Trust me, I'm super aware. You guys, that is not fucking awareness. If you are being judgmental of yourself, if you're being self-critical, you are not in a state of awareness. Awareness is love. I view awareness as like God's loving voice, right? The positive, pure positive energies that are around all of us, that are available to us all the time, that I call my watcher, that I call my inner voice, that I call my connection to God, that I call, whatever you need to call it, you need to learn that. And this is something that I hone in on with my clients. You have got to learn to speak to yourself differently. You have got to learn which thoughts you are telling yourself that you just think are true, that are painful, that are a fucking story that you can change. You guys, all of our perceptions of ourselves, this idea of how confident we are or how insecure we are or how we should be treated and what has happened to us and everything in our life, it's a story. Right? Your perception is your reality. I truly, truly believe that. And if you learn to change your focus, if you learn to be kind to yourself, if you learn to truly connect to your self-worth, how undeniably worthy you are, and not just to know it for those little children in your life, but to truly feel it in your body, like to access that is so lovingly powerful. To be able to, right? I can feel it right now. I can take a breath. I can tell myself I'm loved. I can feel the God's love like permeating through my body, and just knowing that I'm never alone. I'm always connected. I'm loved. I'm worthy. I'm enough. It's all there. It's all available for all of you. I'm no different. And I get to access that all the time. Every day I take a moment to connect to my self-worth, to connect to my inner higher self, the love that created me, to God, to the universe, to pure positive energy. Right? You get to find a way where it resonates with you the most. And it doesn't matter what way. It's all the same to me. You just need to find a way where it works for you. And when you learn how to uncover what it is you believe about yourself and why, and then to forgive all of that, to release all of that, to not fall victim to that, and to step into this place of like, wow, I have all this control to create this confidence by connecting to my self-worth, by finding that loving voice, by getting more aware. You get to believe whatever you want about you. Isn't that crazy? If you could believe anything you want about yourself, would it be what you're telling yourself now? Seriously, think about this question. You get to believe anything you want about yourself. Is it what you're telling yourself right now? Yes or no? For me, it's yes, because I've done the work to believe that I'm smart, I'm capable, I'm beautiful, I'm strong, I'm kind, I'm generous, I'm loved, I'm a good coach, I'm a good daughter, I'm a good sister, I'm a good friend, I'm loving, I'm funny, I'm silly, I'm weird, I'm confident, I'm not arrogant, I'm growing, I'm learning, it's never ending, I'm compassionate with myself, I'm not perfect and that's okay. This is what I tell myself every single day in some capacity. Are you speaking to yourself like that? Probably not, and it's okay. It's all right. We're all there sometimes about that, but get curious about it. Get lovingly curious about it. You are undeniably worthy, and you can connect to that and feel it in your body to where it radiates this positive energy and begins to create confidence. And that's all that's available to all of you. So your connection to your self-worth is directly connected to how you create confidence. Your confidence is different than self-confidence, and you can start to embody. There's nothing wrong with confidence. There's nothing wrong with external validation. There's nothing wrong with learning and doing something over and over again, and then you feel good about it. That is amazing, and that shit works too. But there is a difference in really having that base of self-worth and self-confidence. So this is something that I go really deep into with my clients. Please let me know if you have any questions about this. And also, I'm so excited for this is my big announcement. I've already talked about it a little bit, but there's a little added piece of information that I want to share with you guys before I let you go. And that is that my 4-day free challenge starts on Thursday. So if you have not signed up, the link is in my Instagram bio. I will drop it here on Facebook too. It's a 4-day absolutely free challenge where I go live and I coach you guys within my Facebook group. So you have to join my Facebook group in order to do this. If you do not have Facebook, I can send some replays, but I really need you to join the Facebook group if possible, so we can have that participation. You get worksheets, you get workbooks, Q&A, live coaching with me. I'll be having conversations with you guys individually. Just reach out, ask me your questions. And this is like a taste of what I do with my clients. It's the basis. It's so important. So I really hope you show up and participate. It starts Thursday through Sunday, Thursday and Friday at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, and Saturday and Sunday at 1 p.m. in the afternoon. So really hope you guys go sign up. Link is in my bio. And then also I'm really excited about this. I've worked really hard on it with the help of my team. My Soulfully Abundant group coaching program is now also available for the group coaching. So if you want to talk about that with me, please get on a consult call with me. Please, let me know if you're interested. I know this work absolutely changes your life. And it is an investment, but it is so fucking worth it if your whole life changes. And I'm excited to announce that I've created a self-paced version of this. So that is something you can do on your own at your own time. It is more affordable. It is a lifetime, so you get all the additional things that I add to it over time, and you can always upgrade to get one-on-one coaching with me or group coaching with me. So there's a self-paced version of my Soulfully Abundant group coaching program coming out. I will let you know when that's available to check out and see all the details and to sign up for it. But if you have questions about how to be a part of the Soulfully Abundant program, then please message me. But first, if you're at all curious about it, join this free challenge. Join the free challenge. It is free. It is 4 days of free coaching where I cover some really great shit that has changed my life and changes the lives of my clients. So I will refer you to the link in my Instagram bio. I will drop it here on Facebook. And please, you guys, message me if you have any questions. I'm very responsive in my DMs. I like to have conversations with you, and it doesn't hurt, right? Might as well ask. Use a support system where you can find it. There is no shame in that. All right. Well, happy Tuesday, and I hope that this creating confidence and knowing your self-worth training was helpful, and I really hope to see you in my 4-day challenge. So I will talk to you all very, very soon, and have a wonderful day. Bye.